Caulfield Cup, round 23, 24, just a light northerly. And the crowd responding. It's already building up very well. Cars are still streaming into the centre car park. They're going to have a bumper crowd here, no doubt about it. Next to move in here, Sanachi. We await Here for Glory. Rider having to dismount there, Vlad Derek, and coming up Radio Sky. 10 running in the first on what is a marathon program of racing. Seems to be the norm now for Cup days. Now, over near the outside, Here for Glory. The rider is in the gates, and we need one to move in. Is that I think it's a riderless. Yeah, Here for Glory that's out behind the line here now. It's going to be led in, got the twitch on it, and there's not too many horses will play up once that's implemented. Little push for Sanachi at longer odds coming. $44 into 29 on Super Tab as well. But still Harpy retaining a firm grip on favouritism as we look at the top six. Harpy, Queen, Flying Spice, and then out to Speciality next in the market. Now the barrier attendant slowly but surely winning over Here for Glory, who's moved up into the line now. And Caulfield Cup Day for the year 2000 with a 10-race card is about to get underway. Track is good, 4.12 the penetrometer. Rail out 6 for the entire circuit, and we're about to break race 1. They're set. Light flashing, 1400. All clear through and away, and a lovely start soon after the jump. Races Bell is one of the first to show out. Miss Thunderstood and Harpy go up and join it. Speciality just off them from Mellow Rule. Queen, after a reasonable beginning, is pushing up on the fence now, and they're closely followed by Sanachi travelling wide. Then came getting through along the inside Flying Spice, followed by Here for Glory and Radio Sky by the 1,000, and Miss Thunderstood's a little over a length clear. Races Bell is second. Harpy is in third over on the outside. 2 lengths behind these is Queen, now fourth on the rails. Mellow Rulers around it. Flying Spice over on the fence, and they're followed by Speciality. Almost a length Sanachi, Here for Glory and Radio Sky, 12 off the leader. Up the side nearing the 600, Miss Thunderstood by 2. Harpy. Races Bell on the rail. A length and a half to Queen, and they're followed then by Mellow Rule over on the outside. Sanachi making ground round them, followed by Flying Spice, just temporarily held up on the fence as they neared the corner next to Speciality, who's now back third last from Radio Sky and Here for Glory. Miss Thunderstood as the leader coming around the turn. Harpy has asked for the run. Pulled out as Queen, and down the outside is Sanachi, and behind them Races Bell on the inside. Miss Thunderstood flat as a strap at the 200. Here's Queen coming after with Harpy in the middle. Queen and Harpy race to Miss Thunderstood, who's kicking back. It's Queen, a narrow leader from Harpy. Here's Flying Spice in the clear. She's rattling home. Flying Spice is swallowing them up, and Flying Spice has got up and won it from Queen. Miss Thunderstood might have got third. Harpy's with her there, followed by Sanachi. Back behind those to finish in the race, Speciality, Here for Glory. Races Bell tiring badly. Mellow Rule towards the end, and Radio Sky one of the last all of the way. She was held up coming towards the turn, but when she got into the clear, Flying Spice stormed through the pack. Queen had hit the front, but Flying Spice grabbed her as they went by the clock tower, and it's been an impressive win. Number 8. Flying Spice, ridden by Stephen Baster first, trained by Peter Hayes. Second going to number 1, Queen, Damien Oliver and Lee Friedman. Third, number 3, Miss Thunderstood has held on for it, Nash Robuda and Ken Newman. 8, 1 and 3. Fourth went to number 2, Harpy, and fifth, number 12, Sanachi. They've run 122.91. 122.91 the time. It's a good gallop, 1.2 outside of the record. Flying Spice, about 5 even, 170. Queen $1.60. Miss Thunderstood $4.90. Here's the head on. Miss Thunderstood in the check.
Pause and have a look at the Queensland filly Brock and Roll coming up here at Caulfield.
Righto, well, thank you. And yes, she has been very well supported, Brock and Roll. That's another Queenslander, Channer, on screen at the moment in the red and white. But this has been a big tip, Brock and Roll. Andrew Bensley in our preview this morning was giving her a very good push. Having a look at that replay of her Doomben win last time out, it was fantastic. Trapped a little wide early. She zipped away and won by as much as she would like, 6 lengths after leading about 3 or 4 all of the way. She's obviously very, very good. And Michael Pelling on board, well supported. Second second pick is Crowned Glory with Miss Cornucova. There's not much between those two. Miss Cornucova narrowly ahead of Crowned Glory. Chenna, just a little gear adjustment with the bridle there taking place. She's now ready. Now Chenna has come up. Miss Cornucova, who has the outside barrier, has joined them, so they're all in. They're set to run. Brock and Roll and Cerise drawn a middle gate. Natural Tycoon bobbing her head. They stand well. They're away. Crixia out fairly. Away fast. Cradle Snatcher. Chenna shows some pace. Brock and Roll just off them early. Miss Cornucova from an outside barrier is going forward, but Crixia led Cradle Snatcher. Miss Cornucova up to third. Right behind them the fence. Brock and Roll followed by Chenna Smites as Trish. A length Crown Glory. A length and a half Breakers Point getting up along the inside as they go up the side of the course. Next Chalet Me. Dazzling Bell. Well back in the field is Natural Tycoon outside. Shades of Stubborn, and last is Swanette. 500 to go. Crixia a half in front of Cradle Snatcher. Two Miss Cornucova. A neck Brock and Roll the inside, and then Smites as Trish followed by Chenna Crown Glory, and behind them is Breakers Point as they swing the corner into the straight. Crixia got away from the rails. Cradle Snatcher after it. Brock and Roll behind them with Miss Cornucova. Then Smites as Trish and Chalet Me at the 200 metres. Brock and Roll going for a run between the two leaders. Miss Cornucova's after them. Miss Cornucova's hit the front now from Cradle Snatcher. Brock and Roll, Chalet Me and Smites as Trish, but Miss Cornucova, game, set and match, 3 in a row, came away and beat Cradle Snatcher and Brock and Roll. Just behind those, Chalet Me, Smites as Trish, Chenna, Swanette making ground on the fence, and then Breakers Point, Crown Glory, followed by Natural Tycoon, Dazzling Bell, Crixia carving right up towards the tail end in company with Shades of Stubborn. Smart filly. Miss Cornucova, number 10, ridden by Darren Gauci, sat on the pace and sprinted very hard at the end of the 200 metres to win, to pay $4.30 and $2. Unbeaten in 3 racetrack outings. Miss Cornucova winning at Sandown, Moonee Valley, and now Caulfield in her 3 outings. And it was a most dominant win, and the time 1:2.74 is just 0.3 outside of the course record, held by Flavour and Kenvane, so an outstanding gallop. Second placing goes to 1 Cradle Snatcher, Pat Ferris, and third Brock and Roll, number 6, ridden by Michael.
Nice to have you with us on this Saturday on Sky. Sky Channel viewers have just seen the second at Caulfield, but for the benefit of our Sky Racing audience at home, here's a full mist. And there's set. Cavassier has been well tried with Bay Roof. New Key is a warm favourite, has the predominantly green colours drawn about gate number 4. All set to jump. And the gates open. New Key was centre of the line away. Fast out is Vita wide out. Revved up. Angler's Arms away fast with Bay Roof. And now New Key is scorching up on the fence. Vita's going to lead, but New Key rushed up to join the filly. Moving up to third, Bay Roof. They were followed by Mac Happy and showing plenty of early speed. Also on the outside is Revved Up with Deloche Veloce. Just in behind those, Retrace on the fence. They were followed by Cut It Out. 2 lengths, Cavassier, the grey. Angler's Arms getting well back. They were followed by Silky Oaks, and last of all, as they come to the bend, is Vidias, and well back and being hard ridden as they turn the bend is Bar Dawn. New Key the front runner. On the outside, Vita sticking with the colt. Back on the fence is Mac Happy. They were followed wider out by Deloche Veloce, running on fairly, but New Key given more rain by York. It skip clear. 200 metres to go, and New Key 2 lengths in front of Vita. Here is Cavassier, the grey on the outside, steaming home when it's all over, but New Key's in front, and he's going to be too good, the favourite. New Key wins by just over a length to Vita and Cavassier. Then came wide out, Revved Up over Deloche Veloce. Behind those was Mac Happy. Retraced just wider out on the track, making ground with Bard Dawn, Silky Oak. They were followed well back by Vidias. Then came Bay Ruth. Angler's Arms last in. Favourite New Key proving too good. Brian York and Gay Waterhouse winning the first of the day. He was out of the gate reasonably well. Certainly better than he was the other day at Randwick in the Breeders, and he showed plenty of speed to boot through, and he was always going comfortably. The filly on the outside, Vita, had to be used up from her gate. She stuck to her task very well for Hugh Bowman. And Cavassier, he really is looking for more ground. He's a lovely little type by Hennessy. Justin Sheen aboard is rattled into third position. But the last Tycoon colt, too good.
All right, yep, and Gay Waterhouse, the trainer, 5:14.3. Punter's off to a good start. Now, Mowbray, let's have a look at that as they prepare to move in here. And
Chestnut Dream, oh, good push coming for it late. Curvaceous, well on the market, got squashed up about 200 from home in the Flight Stakes when making its run. This is a significant move for the Choppy. Yeah, Command the Best has moved back into the stalls and they're away and racing, and Silvana was one of the first to bound out of the stalls over near the outside. Curvaceous a little slow, it is easing over their heels early. Love Dust was away well, and Flying Lures quickly up into second placing. As they sort themselves out, Silvana led Flying Lure, Love Dust right behind them third the inside, and then Alishard. A length for Insanity, a length Ladita Star, and then Scale the Heights with Roadhouse Blues around her. Going up on the inside is Curvaceous, and then Swamp Princess. Two to Dark Wine well back in the field, followed by Command the Best and Chestnut Dreamers last of all, and she settled okay today. Out near the 1200 metres, and Silvana the leader. Out to the top of the hill, she's a length and a half Flying Lure. Right behind them Love Dust, and Alishard is a neck away fourth, and then Lolita Star. Around her Roadhouse Blues, followed by Rinsality, Swamp Princess. Over on the rails is Curvaceous, a length and a half then to Scale the Heights, being followed by Dark Wine on the inside of Command the Best, and one to Chestnut Dream. 1,000 to go, and Silvana's out by a length to Flying Lure. Love Dust having a beautiful run over on the inside in third placing. Roadhouse Blues is moving up on the outside as they go down the side of the course, and back behind those horses is Alishard. About 2 lengths back at the 800, Lolita Star over on the rails, and Swamp Princess improving, followed by Rinsality. Well back in the field is Curvaceous as Command the Best starts a run. Scale the Heights one of the last with Chestnut Dream, and 2 to Dark Wine at the 600, and Silvana just in front of Flying Lure on the outside. Love Dust has had a beautiful run in the blue right behind them, just needing a shade of luck as Alishard went forward with Roadhouse Blues and Swamp Princess. Then Lolita Star as they corner with Curvaceous getting up on the rail. Plenty of room for Love Dust to come through. Silvana and Flying Lure left the fence in the straight. Lolita Star's coming off their heels, and Alishard with a run, and then Love Dust and Curvaceous. Lolita Star sprinting quickly though at the 200 metres, has kicked away. It's Lolita Star now from Silvana, and running on Scale the Heights from Roadhouse Blues, but Lolita Star, it's Baster and Hayes again, and Lolita Star wins it by 3 lengths. Silvana will hold second placing, and it's either Alishard or Scale the Heights for third. Close up Curvaceous the inside, and Dark Wine who's come from well back in the field. Then came Chestnut Dream, and back behind her Swamp Princess. Love Dust didn't go on after getting a good run from Flying Lure, Command the Best, Roadhouse Blues, and Rinsality back to the tail. Lolita Star, Stephen Baster and Peter Hayes combining again after winning the first with Flying Spice, and Lolita Star takes out race number 3 with a runaway performance over the final 300 metres. 4 first, it's a photo for second place. 4 in a photo in the time of 2 minutes 2.85 seconds. Silvana's held on for second, number 5, Matthew Gatt, and Alishard has got third, number 7, ridden by Chris Muntz. Numbers in the third 4, 5 and 7. 4, 5 and 7.
Okay, 4, 5 and 7. A big day for the Hayes stable again. 4, 5 and 7. Okay. Stephen Baster aboard the winner. Now, Dr. Sun, 43, Woodbury Jack, 25, Area Treat, 930, 34, Exit to Nowhere, Make a Promise, 11, 18, Mighty Barry, and Mighty Pete, 15, 8 is a scratching. Bell, Hot Dancer, 15, Tobiana, 16, coming in a bit, and Dancing Shower, $27. Cheltenham, Race 1, Gilligan, 980, 170, Onslaught, Mostar, 950, 27, Bronze Apollo, Laziz at 41, Northern Idol, write your own ticket, Prosperous Lad, $8.90, Sound at $5.70, Tiemazov, $29.91 for Very Now, and the selections from Terry are 238. Dividends New Zealand, Drizzle, Lima, Milnorm, 3, 7 and 4, race 11. Still one out at Randwick, Caulfield, Quick Pete, Reenact 710, 660 Sarsen Trail, Go Bint 13, 450 Falls the Shadow, Hit the Roof 11, 23 for Home Wrecker, Keeper 590, Adolescent $6.10, Senor Luro 46, 13 Royale Exit, Our Captain Corella 118, Dane's Charm 67. Early look for the next at Caulfield, Greg's tips are 2, 4 and 8. Still one to move up at Randwick. There is specking at long odds for Graham Biggs, charge here, Tobiana, number 7. But Milliers is the favourite as we take you now to Terry.
I think Dancing Shower's been past fit to run, but she She doesn't want to move in at the moment. She's rearing up and she's putting on a real show over there behind the gates. And the attendants just can't even get her near the barrier at the moment. She's really in a roguish mood. Klarzig, meantime, is just prancing around behind the gate, waiting her turn to move in. But the attendants really have their work cut out, and there's a heap of gold shirts over there clustered around this lovely, beautifully bred filly by Thunder Gulch in Dancing Shower. But at the moment, she does not want one iota of the starting gates. Maloose, the favourite here with Maloose. Now Klarzig steps up to the gate, and the Graham Rogerson trained Flying Spur filly moves in, and they should be set. The red lights are on. Racing. Jumped in a good line. She's purring away very quickly, and Maloose into stride fast and is being hunted forward to go to the front from She's Purring. To Listabel on the fence driving up. Hot Dancer and Tabiana not far away in the red cap, about 2 or 3 to St. Georgina, Dancing Shower and Klarzig, the last one. They're on an attacking raid, taking on the favourite Maloose. She's Purring wide and on the fence to Listabel, and they're putting on a good tempo. Now Maloose eases. She's back in third. About 2.5 to Tabiana. Inside of Hot Dancer, 3 lengths St. Georgina, Dancing Shower, and 2 lengths to Klarzig. She's Purring has done ample work in the early stages. She's finally crossed and found the rail as to Listabel popped off the fence to be a neck away second. Maloose is travelling up third, 2 lengths behind the leading duo. They were followed by Tabiana the fence, 2 lengths to Hot Dancer. St. Georgina is being passed by Dancing Shower, and Klarzig whipped them in as they near the corner. 500 metres to go, and She's Purring the fence in front of Listabel, who's already under pressure. Tabiana came off the fence. Maloose is under a bit of pressure back in the field. She's now 4th or 5th. Then St. Georgina the grey on the fence from Hot Dancer and Dancing Shower. She's Purring. She's in full flight at the 250, led by 2.5. Tabiana trying hard. St. Georgina now starting to knuckle down. She's Purring's 2 lengths in front. St. Georgina trying hard with Klarzig. She's Purring's done plenty of work, but she's got plenty of power at the finish. She's still in front, and she's too good for them. She's Purring. Game effort. St. Georgina got second. Tabiana or Klarzig third from Dancing Shower. Hot Dancer. They softened Maloose up in the early stages, and she found nothing under the 57.5, and last of all would have been to Listabel. That's been a good win. She's Purring. She was used up from her wide alley. To Listabel went up on the fence to test her with Maloose in the centre. Then to Listabel came off the rail and had another crack at her. Yet She's Purring had the audacity at the 300 metres mark to change gear, and she kicked. She got about 2.5 lengths, maybe 3 lengths in front at one stage. And although she was leg weary the last 50 metres, she's found plenty over the concluding stages to win it from St. Georgina, who was rapidly overhauling her.
And Mitch Newman would win on a broomstick, wouldn't he, the way he's going? Good on him too. OK, so it's 2, 4 and 7. Ron Quinton, the trainer. There's your market at Mowbray with Rouge Cabello 2.30, the favourite. 4.90, well tried. Graham Rogerson stable, Adolescent $7.30. Signororo 69, 15 Royale Exit, Cow Captain Carella at 169, and Dane's Charm 93. Looking ahead to Newcastle, Brave Hill 12, Icewind 38, Newstand 390, Pinhook 33, Costa Plenty $8, Foreign Sea 630, Grand Ole 14, Lawrence Clan 39, just about set Caulfield, Braised in Glory 12, 390 Hunter Halo, and Star of Durbridge at $13 for the second event at Newcastle. Vita Celeste at Eagle Farm $7, Zululu 250, 580 Always Irish, just about set Caulfield, oversubscribed 430, Foscat 640. Here's Greg.
All set now. And away, Adolescents began okay, Go Bint out fairly, hit the roof, jumped okay, so did Falls the Shadow in the early part, settling up on the speed in the yellow colours. Keepers zipping up towards the front, and Senor Luro from an outside barrier is on the improve as well. Reenactor settling a fair way back, but starting to boot around them as they go out towards the 1500. A bit of speed here, Keeper in the centre, tackled by Senor Luro looking for the front. Adolescents just behind them third, and then Go Bint. Sarsen trail up a length and a half away in 5th place, but he's tracking out 3 wide, hit the roof and falls the shadow inside him. Wonder Reenact wanting to over race a little, and they're followed by our Captain Corelli, Home Wrecker, and a couple of lengths to Dane's Charm outside Royale Exit. Out past the 1200 on the far side of the course, and Senor Luro set the tempo. Sarsen trailed after racing wide, went up a half length away, and Keepers won away third. In fourth placing, Go Bent outside Adolescence, and 2 behind them, Hit the Roof, Falls the Shadow and Reenact. Another 2 lengths behind these is our Captain Corelli on the inside of Home Wrecker, and then Royale Exit and Dane's Charm last of all. Up the side of the course in Newluro, heading towards the 800s, about ahead in front of Sarsen Trail. 2 lengths to Keeper third. Adolescence on the rail fourth, and then Go Bent with Reenact starting a run around, Hits the Roof. Over on the inside behind them, Falls the Shadow in an awkward place as Home Wrecker took off round the outside. At the 600 metre mark, they were being followed then by Royale Exit with our Captain Corelli at the back of the field. Nearing the turn, and Sarsen Trail in the centre took a slender lead. Keeper goes with him and travels okay at the bend. Then came Go Bent, Adolescence, Hit the Roof, Reenact off the track as they corner, where Keeper dashed to the lead over Sarsen Trail. Hit the Roof's running on. Adolescence angling for a run on the inside. Here's Go Bent and Royale Exit. Keeper tackled by Hit the Roof, 150 to go. Royale Exit closing on the outside. Go Bent got hampered. Hit the Roof with Royale Exit coming at it. Hit the Roof, Royale Exit are coming to the line. Royale Exit went home the best and just won. Royale Exit from Hit the Roof by half ahead. 2.5 Adolescence third. Then Falls the Shadow. Go Bent, Reenact and the weakening Keeper. Behind them, Dane's Charm. Sarsen Trail dropped right out on the inside after they cornered, followed by Home Wrecker, and a long break to the stablemates Senor Luro and our Captain Corelli. Royale Exit number 10 is won, ridden by Peter Mertens. Trained by Leon Corstens, the son of Chief's Crown. Royale Exit has finished the better to win. Second going to number 5, Hit the Roof, ridden by Damien Oliver. And third is a photo between Adolescence and Falls the Shadow. And number 8 has got it, Adolescence, ridden by Brett Preble. So it's 10, 5 and 8. 10, 5, 8 in the Norman Robinson. And they've run 2:1.26.
Yeah, we'll put the writing on the wall with this last start and Royale Exit, and you could see a long way out from home, even though it was back second last. If we got a run or two, it was going to figure somewhere in the finish. But it's just got there. Now, Newcastle, race 2, Brave Hill, 7-6.
She's got a big task today. A lot of weight, a wide alley. Queen Zook stood up well in the gate. And the gates are back. Livid began well, seemed to knuckle, but she's mustering speed to lead with Delilah, and Kiverton with the blue cap going very fast. Transfer wide out. Madam Bly on the fence showing speed, and now going up inside of her is Layinda from Rose of Dublin Sportique, 2 lengths for Loche. It is on the outside of Tilly's Place, then Queen Zook, Curta here, and last of all Merry Maker. Delilah was caught out very wide, and she's rushed up at the 800 metres mark to make a line of 4. 3 out Kiverton, Madam Bly 1 from the fence, and Layinda on the rail. A length away is Livid, Rose of Dublin inside of Transfer, 2 lengths Sportique going through. Tilly's Place on the fence just lost her position as they come towards the bend. Veloce outside of that brigade. 2 lengths Curta here, well back Queen Zook and Merry Maker on the fence in the straight, and Kiverton straight up 3 wide and hit the lead from Madam Bly with Delilah 3 out. Transfer easing around their heels and down the centre. Sportique coming with a good run from Rose of Dublin. Madam Bly the inside, Kiverton together from Rose of Dublin. Transfer still looming up dangerously. In fact, she's coming with giant strides. It's Transfer moving up to Rose of Dublin, and on the fence kicking on Madam Bly. Transfer's hit the lead. Rose of Dublin's coming through. Rose of Dublin grabbing Transfer, but she didn't get her. Big effort under the big weight. Transfer from Rose of Dublin. Curta here's flashed home to be in the photo with Madam Bly for third from Sportique. Then Tilly's Place for Loche, Queen Zook. Well back would have been Kiverton with Layinda. They were followed by Livid. Well out of its ground, Merry Maker and Delilah last in. Big effort. Good ride by Alan Robinson, had her out of the gate very quickly and then took a position back in about 5th or 6th spot. She showed a good turn of foot at the 150 to round them up. Fleetingly, Rose of Dublin looked like she might be able to pick her up, but Transfer has pulled out all guns the last 50 metres of the race, and she's proven a little bit too good. I feel for the inside horse, Rose of Dublin, and tight for third between Madam Bly and Curta here late on the scene, wide out. Now it's 1 first Transfer, 10's got second, and that is Rose of Dublin and Madam Bly on the fence, lasting to finish in 3rd position.
Gee, that was a ride. That was a terrific ride by Alan Robinson. 60.
The first couple of metres next to the fence was the part that would deteriorate later, and they may get away from the rails. We'll see if that pans out. Happy Morning has moved up roadless. Patrick Payne being reunited. Happy Morning, a place getter and a size at this trip. They're all in. Burley in the second set, black with a pink cap, Surfboard in the first set of the Ingham colours. They're ready, and away they go, and Surfboard down on the inside began well, polished the silver, got away okay. Damavand and Paternal drop out at the start, and Century Kid from an outside barrier showing a ton of dash had crossed the field, and it's Century Kid settling into stride, 2 lengths clear from Surfboard, and moving up Land's End into third placing, followed by Schmooze wider out fourth, and then came Crystal Finale, Kutamutu. A length cost us off the outside of Warrabinda, followed by Polish the Silver tracking 3 wide. To De Gaulle Lane, Mr. Gold Flyer, and then Happy Morning. A length to Burley Paternal, followed by Sky Duke and Damavand. Last 700 to go. And Century Kid led from Land's End second. Schmooze deep out third. Surfboard right behind them fourth, and the Cerise Crystal Finale next from Kutamutu. Warrabinda. A length cost us off, and then came Polish the Silver. 2 lengths Mr. Gold Flyer, De Gaulle Lane, Happy Morning, Burley and Sky Duke well back. Paternal next to last, and 2 to Damavand. At the turn now, Land's End up level with Century Kid. Crystal Finale behind them from Surfboard. Schmooze the outside from Warrabinda. Costas Offers pulled out wide with Kutamutu at the 200 metres though, and it's Land's End tackled by Crystal Finale, who's sprinting very quickly. Warrabinda starting to come out after Crystal Finale, and then Mr. Gold Flyer. Crystal Finale's kicking strongly though. He's a length and a half in front, and Crystal Finale beat Warrabinda by a length. Mr. Gold Flyer third, and then Costas off doing his best late, followed by Burley, Happy Morning, and just behind those was Land's End, Kutamutu and De Gaulle Lane, and then Century Kid, Damavand, and behind these was Schmooze. Paternal never came into it, and well back is Surfboard and Polish the Silver, and last to finish is Sky Duke. Stand by for numbers. It's a double for Matthew Ellerton, who scored with Miss Cornucova in the second. Victory for number 10. Crystal Finale, written by Matthew Gatt. Second, number 8, Warrabinda, Larry Cassidy. And the third number is still to be determined, 10, 8, and it should be Mr. Gold Flyer, I think. There it goes, number 11 is third.
And that is Mr. Gold Flyer, Peter Mertens. Crystal Finale, one of 2 runners that Matty Ellerton had in the race. 11, 10, 340, Warrabinda 530, and Mr. Gold Flyer 840, 10, 8 and 11. Okay, and Matty Gatt aboard. Easy riding well, that lad. Now let's have a look at Newcastle.
Riz handily drawn, Glenn Collis in the saddle today. And they're ready for the Tats Lightning. Set to jump. Gates fly back. Zarez slow to go. He's last. Zarez last on settling down. Pimbledon away fast, and Cosset is burning through to go to the front. Win City and High Rolling on the rail showing speed. Wide out Ab Initio, then Dyslexia. Zarez back fourth last. They were followed well out of its ground by Easy Rocking. I'd rather go again Major, and back on the inside last of all is Antiquity with Condotti out very wide. It's Cosset the inside and Pimbledon. They're clear by 3 or 4 lengths on Win City. 2 lengths to Zarez, and he's standing the leader 6 lengths. Then came Ab Initio, Condotti wide out from High Rolling in the straight, and Cosset, who's been heavily back, led the way. He's a neck on Pimbledon. Win City starting to close, and 2 lengths Zarez under the stick. Cosset, Robbo's hands and heels, and he beat off Pimbledon and Win City. Zarez can't get to them at the moment. It's Cosset in front going strongly. Win City trying hard from Pimbledon, and then Zarez, but Cosset has run them into the ground. He's run them right off their legs, and Cosset goes home. He faltered near the post, but he won it nearly 2 lengths to Win City. Third prize is Zarez from Pimbledon, then came Antiquity. They were followed by Dyslexia. Well back in the race, Ab Initio, Condotti Major, and High Rolling last in.